Okay, guys, remember today for your assignment in social studies is crossword for week 7. So remember, we read yesterday in Zoom, The War of 1812. If you did not read it with me, go back and watch the video. I've posted it to Google Classroom. It's called Social Studies Zoom 12-7. So make sure you go back and watch that if you have not read through this newspaper today. So we had field trip to Fort Meigs, Tecumseh's fight for freedom, Battle of Lake Erie, and we talked about how did the War of 1812 change the country. Let's take a look at some of those crossword puzzles. So remember, across and down. So across, we have 5 clues having to do with the Navy, a nation's military ships. 4, to force someone into military service. 7, love for one's country. 9, an army made up of citizens rather than professional soldiers. And 10, the fighting groups of a nation, such as the Army or Navy. Those 5 questions are exact vocabulary words that I talked about yesterday, ones that we underlined yesterday. I will go over some of these answers and then see if you can fill in the rest. And then down, people, groups, or nations that join together. 2, not ruled by another person or country. 5, a fight between countries or groups. 6, people who belong to a country by law. And 8, a battle where one side holds a place that can be defended while the other side traps them inside. So the biggest thing that I want you to remember is when you do a crossword puzzle is that some of the letters match up and the words have to fit. So they have to be the same number of letters as boxes. So for instance, number 3, having to do with the Navy, a nation's military ships. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letter word. If I go specifically to, let's say, the Battle of not 1812, I'm at Battle of Lake Erie, we are looking at a bunch of ships. And I'm going to use that as maybe a jumping point to help me find maybe where my answer is. So we have, 5 paragraphs there. And I see, was it in this paragraph? Or actually, it might have been, it was mentioned multiple times when we read yesterday. And I am looking for a specific 5-letter word that will help me fill in my answer. And I actually think it will, maybe because I just didn't underline it yesterday, but we did talk, it was on the first page. So it says the United States had enough time to create a naval fleet on Lake Erie. The 5-letter word I'm looking for 3 across is fleet. Fleet. Maybe zoom in a little bit so we can see a little bit clearer. To force someone into military service. I know for a fact we underlined that one yesterday. That's on this first page. The British were stopping American ships and forcing sailors into the service of the British Navy. It was called impressment. So for across, I would use impressment. And look, it follows correctly my exact amount across. Now that I've done 2 across with you, let me see if I can do maybe 1 or 2 going down and see what you guys can come up with for the rest. Let's see here. We are going to look at number, let's say 5, a fight between countries or groups, a 3-letter word. Well, a 3-letter word that goes with fight might be war. What about number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see if on a little, since I'm writing in pen, I don't have pencil. Let me see how many letters citizens is. C-I-T-I-Z-E-N-S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that is going to work. People who belong to a country by law. Citizens. C-I-T-I-Z-E-N-S. Citizens. So now that I've given you 4 of these answers, I'd like you to fill in the rest of your crossword and then fill in all of the answers to the Google Doc that will be in Google Classroom, okay? It'll say week 7 crossword puzzle answers. It'll have all the questions on the left side, and then your answer will go to the right of the question. Please let me know if you have any questions about this assignment. Good luck. And